Hello everyone, welcome to my Teen Mom News channel. In today's video, you'll learn something you've never heard before, so don't skip a second and keep an eye on our channel. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up, to get all the hottest updates, hottest moments, and hottest news from the teen mom world all in one place. Teen mom star Kailyn Lowry's personal life takes the cake over her other controversies. Much news has heavily featured her love entanglements, her motherhood, and her baby daddies. The public has criticized her over the years for having several baby daddies. Regardless of severe criticisms, she has never failed to be present for her children. She provided them with utmost care and support. However, her relationship with her baby daddies keeps on garnering all the unwanted attention. The fandom isn't stranger to her butting heads with her baby daddies. Her recent clash with ex-Joe Rivera had created some buzz. However, another one of her baby daddies, Chris Lopez, came forward with some additional revelations. Keep on reading to know what Lopez let loose on his TikTok live. Teen mom, Kailyn Lowry clashes head with ex-Joe Rivera on son's 50-50 custody settlement. After her broken home statement went viral, teen mom's Kailyn soon clashed with ex-Joe Rivera over son Elliot's 50-50 custody arrangement. She insisted that the arrangement isn't ideal now that their son has grown up to be a teen. "He does not want to settle down at one of our houses and then get up a week later and have to go to the other parent's house," she shared. While Kailyn wants to give Elliot the freedom to go between their houses whenever he pleases, Joe isn't a fan of the idea. Furthermore, she insisted that Elliot deserves that freedom since he is a teen now. But Joe vehemently rejected the idea, saying their son isn't old enough yet to make such decisions. Needless to say, the exchange turned quite tense. Teen mom, Kailyn Lowry's baby daddy, Chris Lopez, reflects on time with her, says he's getting punished. Teen mom alumna Kailyn Lowry has had quite an adventure when it comes to her love life. Hence, she has numerous baby daddies. She has welcomed 7 children with 4 different baby daddies. However, she is seemingly regretting making the wrong life choices. In a recent podcast episode, she got candid about the reflections she's been having about her life lately. That particular episode undoubtedly went viral after Kailyn's statements. She confessed that she never regretted her children, but the situation of broken homes in which her children are. Furthermore, she admitted that getting involved with her baby daddy, Chris, was a very wrong decision. "I had no business having any children with Chris," she remarked. In response, Chris had quite a lot to say on his recent TikTok live. He actively accused Lowry of keeping his sons from him. Moreover, he said that he hasn't been allowed any communication with his children lately. "At this moment, Kail won't even let me talk to my kids," he shared on the live. He said that his clashes with Kailyn are the consequences of the wrong paths he chose. Furthermore, he revealed that it was just a fling with Lowry and they weren't even serious. "I wasn't supposed to go to college to have kids," he remarked. He then went on to read the Bible and reflected on his life decisions. "I've been punished, bro," he added. For more such latest Teen Mom Stars updates, stay tuned to TV season and spoilers. Teen Mom fans are once again buzzing with intense speculation and emotional reactions as Kailyn Lowry's complicated history with her ex, Chris Lopez, resurfaces in a dramatic new wave of attention. This time the conversation was sparked after Chris opened up during a candid discussion, sharing reflections on his experiences with Kailyn and expressing that he feels he is still being punished for choices, situations, and misunderstandings he believes should have been resolved long ago. His unexpected honesty immediately sent the teen mom community into overdrive, reigniting debates about their rocky relationship, co-parenting challenges, and the long emotional trail they've left behind. According to Chris, his journey with Kailyn has been far more complicated than most people ever realized. He claimed that the public only sees fragments of their real story, often shaped by editing, assumptions, and social media impressions rather than the full truth. Chris insisted that although he has made mistakes, he has also tried repeatedly to grow, change, and show up, but he feels that no matter what he does, he remains trapped in a cycle where he's judged by past versions of himself. He described feeling as though every step he takes forward is pulled back by old wounds, old narratives, and old conflicts that never seem to fade. His tone was more reflective than angry, but his words carried frustration, resignation, and the weight of someone who feels unheard. Chris didn't shy away from acknowledging that he and Kailyn had an incredibly volatile history. Their relationship was marked by emotional highs, confrontations, miscommunications, and many moments that neither of them have ever fully processed in public. He mentioned that in the early days, they were young, impulsive, and reacting to life rather than thinking through their actions. He noted that they both contributed to the dysfunction and that, at times, emotions ran the show. But what stands out is his claim that while he has learned from the past, Kailyn seems to hold on to certain chapters with a tight grip, and he feels those memories are used against him, even when he tries to build a more stable dynamic. Fans of Teen Mom have mixed feelings about his statements. Some believe Chris is finally being vulnerable and expressing emotions he kept bottled up for years. Others think he is shifting blame or revisiting drama that should already be resolved. A large segment of viewers argue that Chris and Kailyn are stuck in a loop because neither has fully healed, and neither has truly closed the emotional chapter of their relationship. Many fans point out that co-parenting two children together requires constant navigation of old wounds, new expectations, and emotional triggers, making it near impossible to escape the past entirely. Chris also reflected on how becoming a father changed him. He said that before the kids, he didn't understand certain responsibilities, pressures, or emotional layers. But as the years passed, he realized how important consistency, presence, and emotional maturity were. He admitted that he didn't always get it right, but he emphasized that he is no longer the person he once was. The frustration he expressed came from his belief that the progress he has made doesn't seem to matter because every disagreement, every misunderstanding, and every social media post somehow circles back to the same old storyline. He repeatedly mentioned that he feels punished not only for past actions but also for emotions that were never fully talked through or healed. Meanwhile, Kailyn has remained relatively quiet regarding his comments, which has only fueled more speculation. Fans wonder whether she is choosing to rise above, avoiding reigniting drama, or simply refusing to give the situation more life. Those who follow Kailyn closely know that she has been busy with her growing family, her podcasts, and her other projects, and many believe she has little interest in reopening emotional battles with her ex. Still, her silence makes Chris's comments even more powerful because it leaves room for interpretation. Is he speaking truth, defending his image, or revising history? What's undeniable is that their story continues to captivate Teen Mom fans because it represents a raw and relatable depiction of broken relationships, personal growth, and the complexity of co-parenting when emotions never fully disappear. Chris's statement about feeling punished resonates with anyone who has tried to move forward but finds themselves repeatedly pulled back by unresolved tension. At the same time, Kailyn's past statements about wanting peace, boundaries, and stability for her children remain an important part of the conversation. Both perspectives highlight the reality that co-parenting after a turbulent relationship is never simple, never clean, and rarely free from emotional residue. Social media reactions exploded immediately after Chris's remarks circulated. TikTok commentators dissected his tone, body language, and word choice. Instagram threads filled with thousands of comments from fans taking sides, analyzing hidden meanings, and revisiting the history of Kailyn and Chris's most memorable conflicts from Teen Mom 2. Reddit had lengthy discussions about their relationship timeline, pointing out that their story wasn't just about romantic tension but also about deep psychological patterns that continued to surface long after their breakup. Amid all the noise, one thing is clear: Chris feels misunderstood and judged, and he wants the world to know that he has reached a point in his life where he wants to leave toxicity behind. He expressed a desire for a calmer, healthier environment for his kids, one free from the echoes of past mistakes. He acknowledged that he has not always handled things the right way, but he also insisted that he is not the villain he is often made out to be. His reflections seemed to come from a place of wanting recognition not just for his flaws but also for his growth. This renewed conversation around Chris and Kailyn's dynamic highlights the lasting impact of reality TV relationships. Their emotional imprint continues to shape their reputations, their co-parenting journey, and their public narratives. Even as both move on with their lives, the audience still holds on to the memories created on screen, making it harder for them to redefine themselves outside the show's legacy. Whether this latest chapter marks a turning point or simply adds another layer to their already complicated story remains to be seen. For now, fans continue to wait for Kailyn's response, whether it comes through a podcast episode, a subtle social media post, or silence that speaks louder than words. Chris's reflections may have reopened an old wound, but they also provide a rare glimpse into the emotional burden he feels from a past that refuses to stay in the past. And as always, the Teen Mom universe watches closely, ready for whatever comes next, knowing that with Kailyn and Chris, the drama may quiet down, but it never fully disappears. If you liked today's update, please like and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our Teen Mom News channel so that you don't miss any new updates. If you are interested in any specific news or information, please let us know in the comments. We will try to provide the right information according to your needs. Stay tuned for the next update and take care of yourself. Thank you.